Hi, I'm Mr. Williams from Year 2, and we've just come up the stairs to where the children normally come in to the school. And as you'll see, they've all got their own named pegs where they can leave their PE kits and coats if it's raining. The main thing you need to remember about their PE kits, know it may be a bit confusing, is that they always have PE on a Tuesday and then they'll have PE on a Thursday if it's not a PPA week. Because what happens is they actually do PE sessions during their PPA time as well. So come with me, we'll go to the classroom. Before we go though, I'd love to show you our display. On our first week, we did some work on Kandinsky and recreated his special circle pictures. And I'm sure that you can see that they're amazing. So lovely, lovely. Really proud to show their work up on the walls as soon as we've got them. So come with me, we'll go into the classroom. Make sure you squidge before you come in though. That's something that we keep on doing actually. So we do squidge before we come in, we squidge before we leave the classroom, or just as we're leaving the classroom as well, before lunch, that kind of thing. And we also wipe the tables down. And here we are. This is F5. This is where the children come in, hopefully dancing, skipping, and then in the morning you may have heard them saying about having morning maths. So they come down, settle down, they've got their reading books which they bring, and then they leave their reading books in the middle for us. What we try and do with the classroom, just to make it a little bit more interactive for them as well, is just give them things like this phonics display. So we're currently doing Phase 5 phonics, and we do that on a daily basis, just going over it 10 minutes a day, just so that they've got the basis of that. As you'll see as well, we've got a maths display here. In St Stephen's, we believe that concrete, pictorial and abstract is the way forward for us. So what we'll tend to do first is play around with things really, play around with blocks, play around with base 10, then we'll try and recreate that pictorially. So we'll see that actually, let's draw it in our books instead. And then at the final stage, that's when we move on to the abstract element of our maths. You may well have heard about a special place called the Cwtch. Now in F5, we're really lucky because we've got a place called the Cwtch, and it's just down here. And this is the Cwtch. I love the Cwtch. The Cwtch means just a little place in Welsh in a way. And as you can see, this is where we have all of our toys, or some of our toys I should say, some of the things that some of the children want to do. Because especially on a Friday, we tend to have choosing time, which means the children can come in and pick anything they want from the classroom. The only rule being, and I'm sure this goes for you as well, if you get it out and play with it, you've got to put it away. And they do a brilliant job every week. So every Friday afternoon, we have our choosing time, which is a lovely, lovely little time just to get the children to speak to each other, have a nice little play while we're in the classroom. So come back this way, and I'll just talk to you about some of the things like homework, reading, and the doodle maths. Now, on a daily basis, we try and listen to the children read. We think it's massively important in school. We would love you to try to do that at home as well. We're not asking you to read full books or anything. 2 or 3 pages would be ideal. So you might find that your child has a reading book and a phonics book. As far as the reading book's concerned, as soon as they finished it, we'll change it, and that's on a daily basis. We should go through those. These are the phonics books. Now the phonics books consolidate really their learning for phonics during or what we cover in school, or if they're not quite there yet, just helps them with their reading, which is a brilliant tool. There's lots of games, lots of lovely things to do in the back as well. You may find that this book comes back 2 or 3 times, because we do believe that this is something that they just might need to do a few times before we change that book. In the front of a reading record, you might find one of these as well. And this is a list of questions that you might want to ask your child as they're reading, so that you can just help them with their comprehension, really. There's lots of different types of questions there. There's vocabulary, there's explaining, there's retrieval, inference. So there's 7 ways you can cover some sort of comprehension as far as that. And sometimes you don't really know what to ask. So just have a look at this. It's in the front of their reading records, and that'll help you as much as it will them. Whew. Right, handwriting. Now year 2, it's really important that we practice our handwriting. We practice our handwriting in the class every day anyway, but what we need you to do as well to help us is to fill one of these out. We will send this out with their reading records on a daily basis, actually. On the front here is the school script. So if you're not sure how an S joins to an M, or how an L joins, or what doesn't join, then just have a look at the front and it'll certainly help you. But the main aim for this is that we write a sentence and then they copy the sentence underneath. That's it. Simple as that. As soon as we've done that, if they can do that for us as well, brilliant. Send it back into school. We'll write a new sentence, and there we go. And then the last but never least is our Doodle Maths. Now we have been doing Doodle Maths for a few years now, but there is a slight change. Whereas it was seen as a kind of competition, we're now tailoring it better for children, and we're looking for that to be more of a consolidation or kind of overlearning of things that we've already done in school. So if there are any gaps that they might have missed, then that's where we're now going to be targeting certain areas, but it will be for ability. It's not just a blanket assessment for everyone. It will be designed for the ability for your child at what stage they're at. If you have any trouble whatsoever with Doodle Maths, get in touch with us. One of us will certainly try to help you. Mrs. Foster as well, she's amazing. She's the Doodle Maths champion for the school. So any questions we might not be able to answer, she certainly will. But as far as this is concerned, it's hopefully going to be a lot more tailored and ideal for you to try at home. Remember, it's not a competition. We'd love you to do it on a weekly basis, but just try the activity, and that's about it. As far as that's concerned, I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to have a chat with you. If you need to talk to me at all, send me an email if you can't get it yourself. Come in, have a chat after school. I'm more than happy to talk to any of you. We've had an amazing start to the term. Loved having F5. The joyous thing about this as well is that I've got them full time until Christmas, and then after Christmas we've got the lovely Ms. Flynn coming to join us as well. So it'll be both myself and Ms. Flynn in January. So thanks very much. Hope you've enjoyed the tour, and let's go out to play.